guys like put your phones on silent so nothing goes off when we're talking. Just make this go by faster because they have other meetings I have to get to too. So I'm going to tell my story really quick. I started a week ago. My name's Berkeley Kirsch, and I'm from Alaska. And I was introduced by Daniel Ybarra. He's the person that actually signed me up. And anyways, a week ago, like I made $1,000 in 3 days, and a ring of silver. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. But yeah, I couldn't have done it without my team, and they're great. So I'll let them talk really quick. Wait, is there more I need to say? Oh, this is RJ. So.
Woo! What's up, guys? I'm 20. I go to ASU. Got involved in BEMA a couple months ago. I slacked for a couple months, and then I changed my background to quit slacking and make it happen. Now I'm about to hit Diamond, about to get qualified for the car this week. So, like, if you put your hard work into it, change your mindset, you're going to get results. You listen to what people like Grady, people like Brad, you listen to what they say. Obviously, they're doing something right. They're making money at this. They know what they're talking about. Hear them out. That's my best suggestion to do, is just listen to what they have to say and take it to heart. You'll see results. Here's my boy Grady. Just listen.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming on. I know we were going to do it in the backyard, we were going to have it in the front yard. We got our buddy Brad Alcazar, number 2. He might peek in at the end, so hold on, don't leave too quick. But if he doesn't, then, you know, you check him out online. So, and then there's another one at 8:30 that he should be at. He'll probably be there by 10. So, but no, thank you guys, everyone, for coming out. It's Wednesday, so it's a Wednesday for you, it's a Wednesday for me, but I appreciate you taking a few minutes out of your night to hear about an opportunity, something that's really changing the lives of a lot of people, young at heart, doesn't matter. But what's crazy about this whole situation, what someone brought you here, is to basically learn how to start your own business. And if that's like, if that doesn't make any sense, like you had this concept that business involves like a suit and tie and a briefcase and a loan from a bank, well, we're going to blow that out the water tonight, because you can start a business tonight for like $150 or $500 if you want to make a little bit more money. And the reality is if you think about this product right here, a lot of you are drinking it, some of you need to try it. It's a healthy energy drink. That's what the whole concept is based on. Everybody that you know, everybody that I know, drinks caffeine, drinks some sort of stimulating product. 90% of society, whatever. But everyone's drinking a soda, a coffee, a tea, an energy drink, an energy shot. I mean, I don't know when the world got so tired, but everybody drinks this stuff all the time. And what's happening is that all these big companies, Red Bull doing $7 billion, Monster, Rockstar, $3 and $4 billion in sales. None of these companies cut anybody in on any of the money. They pay their CEOs $80 million, they give dividends to the shareholders, and that's the way business is run. What we do is something entirely different. We say, here, let's put the money in the power of the people, right? But money in the power of the people, what we do is we take 50% of our product cost and run the company. Product cost itself, manufacturing, home office support, pay our CEO. He's awesome if you ever get a chance to meet him. The other 50% goes out into a commission pool, a 50% commission pool. So we did $100 million last year, means a 50% commission pool. We paid out $50 million in cash to people like yourselves who maybe saw an opportunity and got excited about it. This year we're on track to do $250 million in sales, meaning we're going to pay out over $100 million. That's what this is about. Right? But I don't know if you caught that. We're going to go from $100 million last year to $250 million this year. Why is that happening? Why is that happening? Well, let's look around. A lot of young at heart. People are looking for an opportunity to basically change their situation. Why? Because the job market basically flat out sucks. I mean, when I was in 18, 19 years old, I worked at Blockbuster Video making $5.25 an hour. That job doesn't even exist anymore. But now it's been replaced by other crappy $7.25 an hour jobs. Because that's just, corporations, society takes advantage of the youth and just basically gives them the crap jobs. Now what we do is we basically say we empower people to do a different angle, start your own business. And the reality is that there aren't a lot of jobs. Now raise your hand, everyone in the room, if you've got a grandparent that's still working. Okay. Honest, none of you have grandparents that still do anything. So about 20% in the room. What does that mean? We've got grandparents that are still working. That doesn't free up jobs for the youth to take a place of those jobs. A lot of jobs right now are going overseas, and a lot of jobs are also being replaced by computers. Like I mentioned, my company, I work for Blockbuster Video. What does last time you went to a Blockbuster or Hollywood Video? Billion-dollar companies deleted off the face of the earth because people would rather rent it on their computer or go to Redbox and pay $1. So what other jobs have been replaced because of technology? So what does that mean? There's no $5, $7 an hour jobs anymore for young people. So what is everyone doing? Well, we're half a mile from ASU. Everybody's turning to college, turning to better yourself mentally. And that's great. I'm a big proponent of education, more or less self-education. Learn about business, learn about people skills, learn about sales skills, learn a language. But learning about astronomy and geography and stalactites and stalagmites, that shit might pay off someday, but it's not going to help you make a lot of money. But what's happening is everybody's turning to education. And again, I'm a big proponent of education. Go get your degree. Become a doctor, lawyer, social worker, teacher, whatever you want to do. Go pursue that dream, go accomplish that goal. But while you're in school, partner up with us, partner up with this opportunity, and learn about what we're doing and learn how you can actually make money with us. So, if everyone's going to school right now trying to better themselves, that's great, but we don't need to beat the statistics with a dead horse. But if you're enrolled in college right now, go sit in class tomorrow and look to the person to your left. You don't want to look to the person to your right, just your left, because one of the two of you are not going to get a job. You're not going to get a job. 55% of college graduates graduate with this $50,000 to $60,000 to $100,000 of student loan debt and graduate with no jobs. We went over why there's no jobs. And so what are people doing? They're bitching, they're complaining, they're moving home with mom and dad, it's Obama's fault, whatever. They blame, everyone blames everybody else. But what can you do? You could bitch and complain, go get an hourly job, go work at the movie theater, work at the mall, or you could start your own business with a company and a product that had 28,000 people enroll last month. 28,000 people. So whether you're looking at this as like kind of skeptic, and I'm sure maybe Chase will touch on why it's not a scam, but look at this with just an open mind. Be like, look around the room, talk to the person that invited you, ask them why they're doing it, because this opportunity is absolutely changing the lives of so many people. Because where do you get to take part in big business? Like where could you go start your own franchise or something? I have my own Verve franchise. It's got 6,000 people in it, and I love every one. But that's the difference between this business and what you can do in any other traditional market. Because I've got friends that went and started traditional businesses, all right? Honest, good traditional businesses. Two best friends. One started a restaurant for $150,000. One started a landscaping company for $40,000. Both sizable investments to start a business. I mentioned how much it costs to start our business, $150 or $500, your choice. It's your choice, not ours. You dictate how much money you want to make, not us. But what happened was, for my two friends, one spent the $150, goes and starts his restaurant, and proceeds to work 100-hour weeks as the busser, dishwasher, server, night cook, and prep cook. Because if he hires extra help, extra management, there's 40 or 80 grand off the top of his profit. So he became a slave to his business. He became a slave to his business. He was obligated to go there, because if he stopped going and he defaulted on the loan, the bank was going to take his house. So, that's a little more stressful than dropping $150 on some energy drinks. My other friend spent 40 grand to go start a landscaping company. He wakes up every day at 5 a.m. to go clean pools, mow lawns, and pick up dog crap. That's his business. But if he doesn't do it, then no one's, he's not making any money. So you contrast that to this. Share a couple cans, invite some friends to come take a look at a concept. Hear about a product that's helping people. The product alone helped my mom with migraines, my aunt with rheumatoid arthritis. My other aunt had lupus, my grandma who had inflammation in her knees and back. That's just my screwed up family. I can't even tell you how many people this product has helped. So aside from it being really good, we're not just reselling piss in a can Red Bull. This is a very, very good product. And you think about it, I'm not asking you hey, let's go market this is the best cat litter, and check out these light bulbs. It's a product your friends already drink every single day. So just figure that out, share with them what we've got going on. Most of them already pick up 2 or 3 Red Bulls, or pick up I'm sure you girls pick up coffee all day long. I don't even know, but you look at the reality of it is our product's $2.80 a can. Red Bull's $2.50, Starbucks is $4.50, $5, and so it's just highly, highly consumable. We're empowering young people, and young at heart, to basically empower themselves to start their own businesses. And that's why it's taking off. That's why 28,000 people joined our company last month. We did 12 million in sales in December. Pretty good month for a company, 12 million in sales. Well, we jumped all the way to 18.5 million last month. That's over 50% growth in 3 months. Fueled by this. These jobs suck. There aren't a lot of them. They suck, period. But then there aren't a lot of them to begin with, so it's like a double suck. And so, you look at this as a way where you can just work with your friends, network with other people, and do something successful. So, my 2 cents, if I introduce myself, my name is Grady Polson. I've been at the company for a couple years. Shared the product with about 120 people. So if you're invited here tonight to check this out, thank you for taking a look. If at the end of this presentation you're going to say, this seems like something cool, I want to learn more, or if you're like, this totally isn't for me, it's all good. No one's here to make it weird. But so I did that. Shared with about 120 people, 38 got on board, 18 took it very, very, very seriously, and that's what's grown me personally in income over 100 grand and over 6,000 people in nearly every state in the union in almost 10 countries. I'm humbled and blessed because of it, but the reality is if I can do it, introverted, kid who just, figured out a way to just start talking to people and got over his shyness, you can do it too. That's what this is. It's a great product. So, with that, I want to bring up Chase Tupin. He's a gold leader? You almost diamond? Diamond, I apologize. Diamond leader in the company. But what diamond means is he's making about $1,000 a month. How old are you?
19.
19 years old, making $1,000 a month, working for himself, being his own boss, working with his best friends, helping his other friends make money. I mean, he's like he's a saint, He's a 19-year-old saint, helping people make money, changing the world. So, with that, listen up to this guy. He's got a lot to go over. Maybe cover some things I missed.
For sure.
But this is just a super exciting opportunity. I got to run to their side of town to do another meeting. But thank you for coming out and checking this out. My team and then the other teams that came in that was a part of this. So, thank you guys very much. This is Chase.
Wow. I'm honestly really excited. We got a really packed house tonight. Just kind of chill the way we've done it. We've got quite a few speakers kind of tell their different stories. You're going to hear from Devin next. I really love her story. She's got a great one, so definitely listen up to her after I'm done. But I don't know, guys. What I can do is kind of just tell you what it's done for me, this company, how I kind of got introduced to it, kind of my success I've seen and success I've seen with my team, and kind of what it can do for you. So honestly, about a year ago, I got introduced to this when I was still a senior in high school through my friend Cody Barton. Okay, and at the time when I got introduced to it, Cody was not making any money. Okay, he was not making any money at all. He wasn't really a credible source. So me being the the ignorant douchebag I blew him off, and I was pretty mean about it too. I basically said, dude, I don't want anything to do with the scam you're trying to get me in. I don't want to buy. I thought he was trying to sell me the energy drink. So if you're in here tonight and you're skeptical and you still think your friend's just trying to sell you some kind of drink or anything like that, get that right out of your head right now. Nobody's trying to sell you anything, okay? Now, honestly, not to sound offensive in any way, shape, or form, if this is not for you by the end of this presentation, that's okay. Nobody already involved, honestly, cares either way if you tell us no or yes. Now, I'm not saying that to be rude. I'm just letting you know nobody is trying to sell you anything. Your friend is just presenting to you an opportunity the same way as presented to them to get you out of whatever financial situation you're in into the one you want. So it's a pretty cool opportunity, and honestly, guys, it's a big deal. So if there's anything you need to walk away after this is all said and done, is that this is a big deal that if you take seriously, it can change your life the same way it's changed mine. Okay, so like I was saying, I got introduced through my friend Cody, blew him off for a while. I told him, dude, I didn't want anything to do with this, but I didn't like where I was at. Probably like a lot of you guys, you were going through a lot of minimum wage jobs. For me, I went through a lot. I had like 5 minimum wage jobs in a 6-week span, dude. I was really good at getting jobs, but really bad at keeping them. Especially for like $10 an hour busting tables. I was like, calling myself psychologically unemployable. It was really hard. But I didn't like where I was at, so I saw Cody was making some money with this, so I was like, dude, alright, I want to hear about Vima, I want to hear about Verve, but I don't necessarily want to hear from you because he was just my homie from high school. I knew him when he was working at McDonald's. So he brought me to meet this guy named Alex Morton. A lot of you guys know him personally. A lot of you guys will meet him in the future. He lives right up in North Shore. He's like a lot of our older brothers, our mentor. When I met him, he was only making about $2 grand a month of this residually, about $2,500. Less than a year and a half later, Alex Morton is now clearing over $60,000 a month doing what we do. And that kid, Cody Barton, who wasn't making any money when I first met him, is now 18, clearing over $7 grand a month with a free BMW paid for by the company. Okay, and yeah, I can humbly say this pays me, like kind of like $1,500 residually, and that's all cool, that's all great. 19, I don't have to look for a job anymore. But I don't say any of that or throw out those numbers for Alex or Cody and like to impress anybody new in here tonight. I really don't. All right, it's just to impress upon you guys that this works. The reason I was skeptical at first was because there wasn't, 90 kids in cars in the YPR. There wasn't over 100 people making 6-figure incomes in our group alone, dude. No, the credibility wasn't there and the success wasn't seen yet. Now there's no contesting it. Dude, nobody can walk into a room anymore and tell us this doesn't work. We have way too many kids driving free BMWs and Mercedes. We have high school kids making more than their teachers.
Dude, this kid Ben Aaron is 16. He makes like $3 grand a month. He makes more than his teacher does yearly from teaching, and his teacher is now building the business with him. It's kind of a cool idea. So this works for everybody. So nobody can finesse anymore. But honestly, when I met Alex, he was telling me, just like Grady said, the company that we're working with. Because I told him straight up, I'm like, look, man, I want to know about the company, and I want to know why it's not a scam. All right? And he told me, he goes, look, dude, the company is called Vima. Health and wellness company, like anything else. You know, right up on Princess Pima, corporates up there, did $117 million last year in sales. It's legit. It's a health and wellness company like anything else. And kind of like Grady was explaining, it's also a network marketing company. Where all that is, because I didn't know at the time, all that is a company that instead of paying for like $2 million for a Super Bowl commercial or whatever, okay, the company is going to use the money that they would have spent on normal advertising, like billboards, magazine ads, TV commercials, shit we don't really pay attention to anyways. I mean, think about a YouTube ad, you press skip every time. I mean, it's been proven our generation doesn't buy anything from an ad, so the company's going to make more money by taking that advertising budget and paying us instead to be consumers. So it's kind of where the money comes from. It's really, dude, network marketing is a phenomenal kind of industry. All right, it's the second highest paying profession in the world behind professional athletics, and I'm 5'9" and white. I'm not going to be the next Michael Jordan. Okay, so this is kind of the next best thing. You're actually 5 times more likely to earn $1 million in this kind of company than you are in any kind of other kind of industry. Okay, so the opportunity's there. It's a lot of companies like Mary Kay and Avon. You girls probably know about that. Makeup companies. They're billion-dollar companies. Herbalife. It was on David Beckham's chest. Amway. If you don't know what Amway is, your parents probably do. It's a 56-year-old network marketing company. It's a multi-billion-dollar company. They did like $13 billion last year in sales. But dude, they started with like soap and cleaning supplies. You and me, at a college-level kid, we don't care about soap. We're not going to buy soap. But our generation, just like Grady was saying, already spends money on Red Bull, Rockstar, Monster, garbage crap that's honestly killing kids now anyways. You know, I mean, girls walk around campus with a Starbucks like it's a freaking accessory. Okay, the whole idea is stop buying that crap and buy this, a healthy alternative, and build a business with it. Because that's all you guys are, entrepreneurs building a business. And it's a really a cool opportunity. Verve's great. I mean, it's a hell of a lot better than Red Bull. It's the official energy drink for the Phoenix Suns. Dr. Oz loves it. Had it on a show 3 times last year, calling it like one of the healthiest things you put in your body. Michael Jordan made Vima the official wellness product of the Charlotte Bobcats. Sean Marin of Buffalo built the business while playing for the Bills. E.T., Eric Thomas, the hip-hop preacher, Chris Hype, all these big names endorsed the product. Bar none, the healthiest thing you put in your body. A great, phenomenal product. But honestly, guys, college kids and high school kids all over the country, in-state, out-of-state, and out-of-country, are not just so excited about an energy drink. And don't get me wrong, I love Verve. I mean, for anybody over age in here, my hallway at ASU pre-games with this stuff because you pre-game with it, you don't get hungover. So it's an awesome change. But 21 plus. But guys, what we're really so stoked about, and I'm saying this as genuinely as possible, is not an energy drink. Okay, it's not. I'm not getting excited just about some healthy energy drink, guys. What I'm excited about is the opportunity to do something different. Something different than we've been taught our entire lives. Because if you think about it, we've been raised to believe that the only path in life is to go to school for 12 years, go to college for 4 more years, get a job, clock in, clock out, and work till you die. Guys, the people that drink Verve and the people that do Vima, they realize that is not living, that's existing. And none of you in here, whether you believe in Vima or not, want to go through life just existing. All we are average kids doing our day-to-day, going to school, working full-time, who want to be above average, but don't have a vehicle yet to get us there. This is a vehicle to take you where you want to be, and that's all this is. Especially when you look at facts like 77% of this country hate what they do. Meaning they get up in the morning, every morning for a living, and hate where they're going. Like my mom, for the last 15 years, 20 years of her life, has been clocking in, clocking out 4 a.m. every morning, getting up to go to a job she absolutely cannot stand. Guys, I'm telling you right now, I refuse to do what everyone else does. Okay, there's no way in hell I'm going to spend the next 50 years of my life going to some BS 9-to-5 job, having any kind of fat middle-aged boss tell me I'm worth to him. Okay, that's just my opinion. I mean, especially when you're expendable at a job. 9 to 5, you're late, you're fired. You do the job wrong in any way, you are fired, dude. If you use the bathroom at the wrong time, you're let go, you're fired. You're expendable as a human being. Guys, as cliche as it sounds, you're God's highest form of creation. Why would you ever let somebody else tell you how much you're worth? Kind of what's going on here is we're breaking away from that employee mindset, breaking away from the idea that we have to work for somebody else, that we have to build somebody else's dreams instead of building our own. Especially when employee is a direct synonym in the dictionary for the word slave. None of y'all are slaves. Okay, and I believe that at the bottom of my heart as genuinely as possible. So, obviously I'm excited about this thing. I mean, and that job my mom's been working at for the last 15 years, she just got laid off. 2 words and she's gone after 15, 20 years of committing herself to a company. You're fired, doesn't make sense. You guys are worth a lot more than that. And I'm not hating on jobs, I respect anybody who works hard for a living. Seriously, hard work is awesome. I respect everybody. I'm not hating on jobs completely, but there's other opportunities out there. There's other opportunities than just working for somebody else the rest of your life, and this is one of them. So I'm obviously really excited about this, but like I was saying, guys, when I got introduced to this, I was really, really skeptical. Okay, I had a lot of questions. In fact, I blew it off. I basically told Alex to F off too. Like I said, I was kind of a douchebag. But Alex told me, because I didn't really know what I was talking about. I called it too good to be true, first off. That was my big thing. I said, dude, this is way too good to be true. Kids our age are not making that kind of money. The only reason something like this sounds too good to be true is because you've never been taught that way. Your whole life, you've been taught to do the same thing that everyone else does. But guys, if you continue to do the same thing that everyone else does, you will continue to get the same thing that everyone else has, which right now is broke. If you don't do something different, you're going to keep getting the same results. The definition of insanity, according to Einstein, is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. If you guys go to sleep broke tonight, you're going to wake up tomorrow broke. You have to do something different if you want something different. And again, guys, if every opportunity is too good to be true, then what's good to be true? Okay, like I said, there's no contesting anymore of this work. So I called it a scheme. I called it a scam. I said pyramid scheme. That was my big thing, like a lot of other kids who really don't know what they're talking about. I thought I was some smart ass who could Google pyramid scheme and call myself an expert. Okay, no, I just knew how to use Wikipedia. Big freaking deal. Okay, no, I didn't know. So Alex goes, he told me, he goes, Chase, look, pyramid schemes are illegal. Meaning not legal. Meaning you'll go to prison for participating. The FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, shuts those down immediately. We did $117 million last year in sales. You can't sweep millions of dollars under a rug. Okay, that doesn't logically make sense. They're illegal. You go to prison. I'm not in prison. I live in the dorms. It's kind of like prison. Not really. Whatever. But, all right, they're completely illegal, okay, in this country. They get shut down immediately. And they don't involve a tangible product or commodity. Pyramid schemes, it's like you're paying me, I'm paying you, so on and so forth, all the way around, but you don't receive anything. It's air. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's like putting on buying something on Craigslist that the dude never sends anything after you pay for it. It's a scheme. We have Verve, Vima, tons of tangible products, actual commodities you consume. That's all you are, a consumer. Something you can touch, something you can hold. It's physical, it's real. That cancels that out right there. And he goes, Chase, think about it. Do you really think that the Phoenix Suns, come on, an NBA team, with tons of lawyers and all that good crap, the Phoenix Suns, Dr. Oz, okay, Oprah's doctor, okay, Michael Jordan, Dr. Oz is Oprah's doctor. Oprah's not even a human being. She's like a freaking god, okay? She would not endorse anything illegal. She wouldn't put her billion-dollar brand name on anything illegal. This doesn't make sense. So that raised my belief level up a whole hell of a lot. Along with some of my own research, I found out the company Vima actually has an A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau, while Starbucks in their prime never got past a B+. That Chipotle, that Mexican restaurant, Chipotle, everyone loves, they never got past a C. So we have an A+. That should put that in perspective for you. Top 75 in direct sales in the world. The guys, the credibility is there. There's no contesting it. All of you guys can meet BK, the CEO. It is a legitimate company. Corporate's right up the road. Okay, so once I heard the facts, once I saw corporate, once I went to a Free Suns game, my belief level was raised, and I ran with it. In my first week, I made about $1,500 while I was still a senior in high school. Never thought I'd be able to do that, especially after all those jobs I was working at. And over the last year, I've built a team, of over 1,000 people, all of Texas, basically. Colt Moncla is sitting, he got the car in 30 days. Kids are doing this way faster than we ever did it because we went through the BS. We figured out what works and what doesn't work, and all we're doing is implementing the right way to do this. And as long as kids are coachable and can understand how the system works, it works for everybody. We have a proven system, a method that works. All you have to do is leverage your upline leader, help you, because this is a family thing. This is a team thing. This is not like we sign you up and say, go. No, that'd be dumb. Y'all would quit. No, we're going to hold your hand every step of the way until you're making $1,000, $2,000 a month, driving that free car around, and we're going to help the kids you get on board. Part of that for me was having people like Devin Arnold, who is now 22, okay, making about $5,000 a month at executive. Okay, she's got a phenomenal story, guys. She's been there every step of the way for me. I really talk about team effort. Seriously, we've been pushing each other back and forth since day one. She's been a true inspiration to me because her story to me is one of my favorites because it's a story of never quitting and this working for her. So she's going to kind of come up and tell you her deal, but honestly, guys, she's obviously doing something right. $5,000 a month, I'd open up my ears and listen for a little bit. So, Devin?
Hey guys, so if you guys haven't already, you guys probably should try Verve because it's really good and it'll change your life. But anyway, I'm Devin, I'm 22. And first off, I want to ask you guys a quick question. Who in here, raise your hand if you've ever felt underpaid, underappreciated, or overworked? So pretty much most of you guys raised your hand, and that's kind of what I'm here to do. I want to tell you my story and kind of show you guys why this can work for you and why it can work for anyone, because it really can. Obviously, that was one reason. There's a need for this. You know, everyone's, you know, working at these jobs that they're sick of working at. You know, they're going to college because that's what they're told to do. They're graduating, not getting jobs. So, I mean, what else can you go do? And most people, they don't know what they're going to go do. There's people that literally have no idea what they're going to do to make money or to pay back their loans. So all we have to do, like our job, is to literally find a need for each person and be like, hey, I can help you fix that problem. And that's what we do. We get paid to help people. I don't ever feel like I'm in sales. I've never, you know, sold a can of Verve to anyone. I've never lied to my friends and like scammed them into something stupid just so I can make a quick buck. Like I really do seek out the people that really want this and, you know, and really try to help them get to where they want to go. And that's all we do. So I'll kind of explain to you how you actually get started, because I know they covered most of it. But my story, I was going to ASU and I had just transferred and I switched my major to business because I originally wanted to go to vet school, which takes a lot of time and a lot of money, and I worked my way up in the field since the time I was like 15. I always wanted to be a vet. Worked in small animal, realized all the vets there, you know, were working long hours, you know, not getting paid very well for what they were doing, and they were paying back student loans till the time they were 60. So I was like, all right, cool, I'm going to go work in large animal because horses are my passion. And I started working in the large animal, and it's kind of the same story, only worse because their hours are crazy. You know, they like spend the night at work, they like are doing surgery in the middle of the night, like all these crazy things, and they get paid far less than small animal vets. So that was out of the question as well, because it costs about $300,000 just to go to vet school, and you get paid about $40,000 out of vet school. So it kind of didn't make sense to me anymore, and I really wasn't that passionate about it just because I was overworked and I was tired. You know, I was spending nights at work. I was trying to manage my schoolwork and do all this stuff, and I wasn't happy. So, you know, when I ran into this, I actually found it on Facebook, which kind of shows you the power of this. I was friends with Alex Morton on Facebook, and he posted something about leadership, something Verve, and I looked at it. And I've been approached by network marketing before, but I didn't find a product that I felt like I could market to the college market, because that's, you know, you have to have a good product that can like relate to people our age. So when I saw that, I was like, that's perfect. You know, everyone our age drinks Red Bull, Rockstar, Monster, Fiber Energy, coffee. I mean, we're drinking this stuff all the time. I was drinking about 3 coffees a day just to get through my day. So I saw that, you know, met up with him, got on board right away. I was an easy prospect, really easy. So I kind of signed up and, you know, really believed in it from day one. And Alex was making about $1 to $2 grand a month at the time. And I kind of watched this thing take off. I had one really, you build 2 sides of your business. Just, you guys will learn this. You guys can ask questions too. But you build 2 sides of your business. I got one kid signed up on my left side, which is Nick Patak. And he was a rock star, just totally, you know, blew my business up on that side. And my other side, I couldn't get it going. So, you know, I had been at it for about a year. And I finally, you know, broke through in like month 13. And it kind of just blew it from there. So if any of you guys have been doing this for a while, like, just realize it does take time. Go into this with a business mindset. If you guys are new to this, don't think it's a get-rich-quick scheme, because it's not. You know, if it was, then it would be something illegal. So really, you got to go into it. You got to have a lot of commitment. You got to, you know, be willing to learn. You got to show up. You got to, like, commit yourself. So that's the one thing I can tell you guys when getting involved with this. But, I mean, my story, my background, too, my mom, she had went to ASU, and she graduated, worked for Motorola for 22 years, and she got laid off. And, you know, when she got laid off, she had worked her entire life, you know, up to that point, was making like a 6-figure income as a single mom, which is really good. So when she got laid off, now she makes $12 an hour at FedEx. So, I mean, I kind of watched that, and it kind of was perfect timing, because I watched all this stuff happen, and I was just like, all right, cool, obviously the system, you know, the system that's supposed to take care of everyone isn't really working. You know, what we're doing what we're supposed to do. We're being good civilians, going to school and, like, working really hard. But, you know, you can only work so hard to where you realize it's not paying off. Like, I worked my butt off, and it wasn't paying off. Like, I wasn't getting any raises. I wasn't going any further. It was costing more and more to go to school. I'm, like, $35,000 in student debt, and I still have a year left. You know, I'm going to finish because now I can actually afford school. But, yeah, it's just kind of crazy. So that's why this is working. There's definitely a need for it. All we do is talk to people. We're the most socially connected generation ever. You know, we're on Facebook all the time. We're on our phones all the time. Like, we can't leave the house without our phone. Like, it's the worst day ever when you leave your phone at home. So it's like, why don't we utilize this for something good? Instead of being, like, addicted to our phones, why don't we say, hey, you know, I may be addicted to Facebook or my phone, but at least I make money from it, because all we do is just share stuff with our friends. Like, we're already sharing what movies we go see. We share the clothing that we wear. You know, we share the products that we use. So that's what, all I did was integrate this into my life. And what I was doing at the time when I started, I was working full-time as vet tech, and I was in school full-time. You know, I lived on my own. I paid all my own bills. So I know where you guys are coming from when you guys are like, oh, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, I don't know if I can do this. It's like, it's an hour a day. An hour a day is considered being really committed to this. So I'm like, if you guys think you can sacrifice that, which I guarantee you spend more time on Facebook more than an hour on Facebook every day, or more than an hour just like doing stupid stuff that wastes your time. So like you definitely can do this, because I literally was giving up sleep to do this because I wanted it so bad. I wanted a way out so bad that I was willing to just do whatever it took. And yeah, it was frustrating at times. Sometimes it gets frustrating, but that's why we have the team. It's the greatest support system ever. All your friends are there to be like, hey, you can do this. I'm here to help you. Where else can you go in corporate America where you go in and your boss says, hey, I'm going to do everything I can to help you reach your goals? That'll never happen. All they say is like, hey, I'm going to pay you as little as possible so you don't quit. Maybe you'll get a raise in 5 years if you kiss my butt for 5 years. And, compete against all these people that want your spot. So, I mean, it's totally just an amazing way to, do something different. If you guys don't see it, that's fine too. I mean, we'll still love you anyway if you guys sign up or not. But, I mean, what we're doing is working. You can ask, like, anyone in this room, who here has received a check from Vima? So, I mean, like, look, it's working, obviously. We have the proof. He's all like, yeah, me too. But yeah, so everyone knows that this is working. Like, all the people in here can prove to you that. I mean, there's a few BMWs parked outside. So, really, just get your questions answered before you leave. Don't pass this up. If you guys think it's stupid or it's weird or something, like, just get all your questions answered. Understand it before you say no to it. Because this is something that has totally 100% changed my life. I am, like, such a happier person. I've grown so much as a person. My confidence, my people skills, just business skills. I can carry on to do anything else I want to do in life. And that's worth more than all the education I've invested in. So definitely get your questions answered. Thanks for coming out, and have a good night. Woo!